Hello, it's Mike again. It is day one. I use the cleanser, the shaving cream, and I also used the moisturizer. With that, I'm just gonna dive into each one and my experience with it. Um, so with the cleanser, I'm not used to using a cleanser before I shave. I don't know if that's a normal feeling or not. Typically with the cleanser though, I am used to using something with some of those beads in it that kind of exfoliate your skin a little bit more. Or at least try and deep clean your pores and all that kind of stuff. Um, this does not have that, and that's perfectly fine. I used the cleanser and I seemed to get rid of my dead skin. I haven't noticed too much with my pores, so that's fine as well. Um, so I'm actually very happy with that. It made my skin smooth, and I didn't have any trouble using the shaving cream after it. So I guess it's just a step that I'm not used to, is all. But overall, the moisturizer seemed to work perfectly fine, just like I would use something that had some beads in it and exfoliate my skin with that. Moving on to the shaving cream, that worked out very, very well. I'm not used to using a shaving cream that comes in a tube. So that was a new experience for me. A lot goes a long way. I would say probably only need a dime or a nickel's worth of that, and it will cover your face. You don't need to like cake it on or anything like that. It's very slick, so that is good for shaving. At least for me, anyways. Because when I tend to shave, if it's not slick, my razor will slip and I will cut myself. I am not good at shaving at all. It is my least favorite thing to do, as you could probably tell because I was extremely disgusting looking yesterday with how much scruff I had. Um, but overall, just the shaving cream, I would say, is my favorite portion of it right now. Out of the line, the moisturizer works very well as well, hand in hand with that. So I would say both of them work very well, and shaving cream is actually my favorite so far. But moving on to the moisturizer. So after I shaved, I obviously wiped my face off and everything like that and put the moisturizer on. That was a different experience. I was expecting kind of like just a generic lotion. With this, it does have an SPF of 25 in it, so it was more on the sunscreen side. Uh, and I mean, it works. A lot goes a long way. I used way more than I probably should have. However, my face doesn't feel greasy at all, so that's a major plus, considering how much got onto my face and I had to wipe off. Um, Going forward, I guess the only thing I could dive into next would just be the fact that these items are scented. The cleanser kind of has what I would describe. I don't know if everybody else would describe it as this way. Um, as kind of like a baby lotion smell to it. It's not overpowering to me, but I know some people have issues with scents, so I just want to kind of throw that out there. As far as the shaving cream, it kind of has a good scent to it, actually. I don't know how to describe it at all. It's just a very, I don't want to use the word manly because that sounds very facetious if I'm using that word correctly in this sense, but it seems kind of overused and generic for a men's skincare line. It just has a nice smell to it. We'll go with that. As far as the moisturizer, though, that does smell very much like a sunscreen that you would apply. Again, not greasy or anything. It just smells like more on the sunscreen line is all. Um, Again, if you have issues with scents, I can see this maybe being a slight issue for you as far as this line goes. But overall, I am fine with the scents. They have not bothered me at all. I know, again, it can be an issue with some people because they don't like heavily scented things, but for me, this isn't very heavily scented. I would say the only thing that has kind of stuck as far as a smell is the moisturizer. And again, that's just like a slight sunscreen smell. So it's not really that bad. And overall, I would say the line is very nice. I like it so far, and I will proceed to update you tomorrow. Might not shave, but I will use the cleanser and I will use the moisturizer and see how that is still working out for me, okay? All right, thank you, everybody. Bye.